Welcome back to the Regent Law Podcast. On today's episode, you don't want to miss two incredible student testimonies from our recent annual law school gala. Enjoy.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Elie El-Habr, and I'm a 2L at Regent Law. To tell you a little bit about myself, first I'd like to thank you all for being here. We're blessed to have you here. To introduce myself to you, I was born in the United States, but raised in Lebanon. And about 6 years ago, I came back to America, earned my undergrad from Penn State University, and then I made the life-altering decision to go to law school. And the rest is history. Today, I'm grateful for this chance to tell you a little bit about the Regent Law student experience in 2026. But first, we need to do some math to explain that. There's this famous equation. It says happiness equals reality minus expectations. And the idea is, as long as reality slightly exceeds expectations, you're happy with something. But what is it called then when reality absolutely blows expectations out of the water? It's called the Regent Law student experience. Everything about my time at Regent Law has been nowhere short of amazing. The excellent quality of our legal education, the beauty of our campus, the strength of our community, the unwavering dedication of our staff and faculty, our faith, all of it honors and cherishes the ultimate touchstone itself, Christian leadership to change the world. As a first-generation law student, I knew nothing about what to expect of law school generally. I imagined a stressful, grueling, almost cutthroat experience. I knew it would be a lot of learning, albeit goal-oriented, with a law degree at the end of the tunnel. But I did not go to any law school. I chose Regent Law, and I thank God every day for that decision and the tremendous scholarship that enabled me to pursue it. Here, we are consistently challenged, intellectually stimulated, pushed to our limits. We learn that it's not a destination, it's a journey, more like a marathon of growth as advocates and servants of Christ, each in our own unique ways. Being a Regent Law student, it's intense, but peaceful, demanding, but fulfilling, competitive, but uplifting, and it feels like home. Every minute, every hour, even though I am thousands of miles away from where I grew up, as many others are, it feels like home. And I am confident that I speak not only for myself, but for most of my classmates when I say that no words can describe just how grateful we are for this law school, its community, and all of its supporters, all of you. And it is altogether fitting and proper that I should do this, that I should mention the real powerhouse around here, Regent Law faculty. It's a privilege to learn from them, because it's so easy to tell just how badly they want to see us succeed. Their wisdom and its accessibility is largely the reason why Regent Law is much more than an institution. I know many law schools pride themselves with the term professor accessibility. But here, that term does not only mean that they have time to meet with us, it means they are there for us. And there's a huge difference that I can personally attest to. They teach us so well, and they mentor us even better. And inspired by that, I decided to become a teaching assistant. I decided to become a student mentor, hoping that I might be able to give back to the lower classmen a tiny portion of what I received from our exceptional faculty. And today, I'm not exaggerating. Walking into Robertson Hall every morning, it feels like that night before your school trip in 5th grade. But how? How can a place where you come to learn, work, take exams, get cold called, also be a place that you look forward to every day? How is it that this past summer was the first in my life that I impatiently awaited going back to school. How can your law professor, whom you've never met before, feel like family? How can you go to law school to become a lawyer and at the same time embark on a beautiful journey of becoming the person God created you to be? It's called the Regent Law Student Experience. Thank you all for loving and sustaining this place. You all the backbone of Regent Law. Your continuing support in every way and form is the reason why many students can achieve their dreams and attend this world-class law school. And because of gifts, large and small, Regent Law can offer scholarships to students like me. So thank you for your generosity and partnership with what God is doing through this amazing law school. God bless you all. God bless Regent Law, and God bless America. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, honored guests, and dear friends, it is truly an honor to stand before you this evening and to have the opportunity to spend a few minutes sharing with you the respect and love I have for Regent Law. As I look around this room, I see so many individuals that have played pivotal roles in shaping and resourcing this institution. To those of you who already love Regent Law as much as I do, I'm grateful for your love for this school. To those of you who have not yet been acquainted with Regent Law, I'm grateful for your attendance here tonight, for your willingness to learn more about this special place. When I reflect on my journey at Regent Law, the attribute of this school that stands out to me most is community. I chose to come to Regent Law because this school is a place that makes Jesus Christ the living heartbeat of everything it does. When I was deciding on where to go to law school, I interviewed students at other faith-based institutions about the culture of their school. But the testimony of those students indicated to me that the faith of the institution was merely an element of the values at their schools, rather than the unifying mission. So I chose Regent Law for its Christ-centered community, and my experience exceeded my expectations. Regent Law is a place that nurtures the whole person, mind, body, and spirit, and its training of the next generation of legal minds. I submit to you that this holistic nurturing of the person sets this institution apart from other law schools, both in terms of cultivating a positive student experience and in the output of practice-ready legal professionals. So, I would like to spend the next few minutes discussing how Regent Law nurtures its students, the whole person, body, mind, and spirit, from a Christ-honoring worldview. First, I'll discuss the nurturing of the mind. How can a law student be sure that her professors have prepared her for practice? Well, for me, there's two things that come to mind. The first indicator to me is Regent Law's incredible bar passage rate and its renowned bar prep course. As a 3L, I take immense comfort in the fact that Regent is investing so heavily in its students' preparation for the bar, a commitment that starts with requiring its students to take closed book exams all 3 years. A second indicator I look at is performance during an internship experience. I have never felt more empowered in law school than I did once I started apprenticing under Regent Law alum John Captain and realizing just how much my LARW contracts and civil procedure class had really prepared me to hit the ground running. Regent also supports the nurturing of the body. Once a week, student and faculty gather to worship the Lord in a chapel setting. I love that Regent Law provides a space for students to move their bodies from the library to the chapel where they can stand before the Lord and sing praises with their mouths and align the beating of their hearts with the heart of the Father. And on a more fun note, Regent Law has a run club, and approximately 40 to 50 students and faculty are going to be running the Norfolk Harbor Race this November. So if you want information, you should definitely email Pat and see if you can run with us. Okay. So third and most importantly, Regent Law nourishes the spirit. The most important daily discipline that we have as a community at Regent Law is starting off every single class with devotion and prayer. Sometimes the devotion is related to the material we're covering in class. Just this last week, Professor Combe gave us a devotional about Scripture's teaching on respecting one's elders, and she tied this into a lesson on how we can actually better serve and respect our elderly clients in the field of elder law. Sometimes devotions are student-led, allowing students to grow in relationship with one another by sharing testimony, providing encouragement, and asking for prayer. The Spirit is nourished in other ways too. In my case, my contracts professor, Dave Vallone, officiated my wedding and used the occasion to share about the difference between a covenant and a contract. Speaking of this, I had the joy of meeting my husband in law school. My marriage is the greatest gift I have on this side of heaven, and it's just one of the fruits of my experience here at Regent. So in closing, I want to emphasize that Regent's commitment to building a supportive Christian community is not just an ancillary benefit, it's a vital component of our education. The unique environment here fosters not only academic excellence, but also the professional growth necessary to become compassionate, effective legal professionals. So friends of the Regent Law community, I thank you for supporting the mission of this school that is so dear to my heart. Thank you.